I'm T.
And I'm E.
And this is the DDD.
Great day, holy brothers and sisters, on this monumental Monday. It is March 19th, it is the 3rd of Nisan, and we are in AvodahZara up to page number 63.
We're looking at Daf Yomi 63b1, and we're talking about Rav Chisda talks about that he interprets a brisa as dealing with a storekeeper who regularly extends credit to the employer. 63b2 says the property of the employer becomes encumbered by the storekeeper as soon as the workers take the food. We wanted to look at this saying because the practical tidbit that we can learn is that we have to realize that God always extends credit to us and always gives us leeway and always gives us the ability to do whatever we can, and we shouldn't take it for granted, and we should always realize that credit is good for us and nice for us, and we should not take advantage but do what we can to be the best servants and children of Him as we can.
When one wants to be makdish an animal or designate it for God, what is the mechanism behind it? Either the person has to make a formal sale from his property over to the temples, or a more interesting approach, which the Gemara Yerushalmi in Kiddushin explains, on the verse of La Hashem Haaretz Umlo'o, which means everything belongs to God. So on a base level, everything is Hashem's. We may be given something to acquire it on another level, but if we're able to take ourselves away or out of the equation and relinquish our rights, what it would automatically fall back to would be the base level of ownership by God. Whereas the Meiri explains with a kinyan chatzer, which means if we have a backyard, anything enclosed within it might be able to be acquired by the fact that it's in our yard, contained there and fenced in within it. So too, the entire world is God's courtyard, and He has ownership and acquisitional rights to everything in it. This beautiful, insightful interpretation should be carried with us through everything we do in life. And this is the deep thought for the day. God created everything in the universe, and as we know, is not just like a watchmaker. He doesn't put the pieces in, set the time, and let it run. Instead, it's like a little boy who's holding an inflated ball underwater. If at any moment he would let go, it would fly out to the sky. There needs to be a constant pressure, a continued recreation of the world at every moment. Everything we see and come in contact with is only here because Hashem is recreating it. For example, the book that we see here on the shelf. God's words are crystallizing into form over and over again, saying book, 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 book. If for one moment God stopped emanating that repetition of book, it would disappear. And the same holds true for everything in the world. It gives us such a deep sense of appreciation for everything that we have that He constantly blesses us with, but also never to take anything for granted. Because just like the book, it can be gone or recreated in an instant. All the money that we have is God's. It's not us that earns our livelihood. We go through the motions so He can bring it about in a way that's seemingly natural. For us to be able to choose to see Him, to find Him, to know Him, and to ultimately thank Him. So remember that not only is the whole world belonging to Hashem, not only is it all constantly recreated by Hashem, but it is all also only Him. Knock away the superficiality to recognize the base truth. As always, thank you so much for learning together, and if you appreciated this lesson, please remember to like, to comment, to share, and borrow. And please God, we'll learn again tomorrow.
Good morning.
Automatically for acquisition. Book.